Okay, we're alive. Let's start this.
What's up, guys? Tom Dutch, 774.
Camera coming on now. Here we go. Credits to the music writer who had the music for that intro. Anyways, what is up, guys? This is Tom Todd 774 here, back with you for what should have been the 2017 season year finale, and it's the 2017 season finale for the 2017 of the Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Challenge Series. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom Todd 774. Trayman 3985 along with my normal pit reporter Sonic Tails and my buddy Alex, who will be joining with us later. 32 monster trucks, top 30 in the points.
Well, I've been a fan of your series since you first
Mike.
started, and yeah. Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Okay, his mic is on, should be anyway.
Can you hear me, Tom?
Michael, your mic on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, he's not talking, but according to my Skype conversation with him, he is on.
Can you hear me now?
Anyways, 32 monster trucks. Here's a look at the point standings. If I could turn the screen share on for just a second here. Anyway, Sampson on top with just a 136-point lead, which is really not the big gap at all. Big gap at all. Bigfoot in second, Carolina Crusher in third, Gravedigger fourth. One of these four guys can mathematically win the championship. Four guys contending for the championship. Top 32 in the points participating in the event. This could be the most wildest monster truck showdown in history. I mean, in M.T.N history. And here is a look at this fine course. Of course, it's a modified U-turn course. You're going to have to, the two trucks are going to start way down here at the end. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Anyways, the two guys are going to have to start in both lanes way in the back here. Way in the back here. A long straightaway. A hairpin turn and then go over two sets of crushed cars. This is going to be a very, very intense course. Intense course. Oh boy. Anyways, Michael, my cousin Logmeister 201, who's watching this as I speak, can hear you just fine. Anyways, I don't think I can hear your. I don't think I can't hear you, but. Anyways, get your mic adjusted if you can. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
All right, I'll try.
Ah, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Perfect.
Anyways, 32 monster trucks, top 4 in the points contending for the title. Michael, what are your thoughts coming into this event?
I'm pretty excited, Tom. This has been a good season, and so many monster trucks have come and gone, and they really dashed out the tracks, and now it's come down to this. I'm excited to see who wins this. This is this is going to be very exciting.
It surely is. Anyways, a good crowd on hand, as you can see in the background there.
I
Anyways, here we go. And here are the first round matchups. Sampson, who's in the top of the points, will go up against 17th in the points, Goldberg. Third in the points, Carolina Crusher will go up against 19th in the points, Hot Wheels. Fifth in points, Blue Thunder will go up against 21st in points, Mark Hall and Executioner. Monster Patrol, Paul Schaefer will go up against Jim Benzick and Thunder 4x4. Charlie Pauken and Excalibur will go up against Ed Eckert in Full Bore. Kirk Dabney, who will be driving barefoot in this event, will be going up against Neil Elliott and Max D. Andy Brass and Wildfoot will go up against Jim Cretin and Bounty Hunter. David Morris and the Equalizer will go up against Jim Jack and Reptoid. This will be Jim Jack's final event. He's retiring after this season. Metal Militia will go up against John Breen and Mad Dog. Chad Fortune and Power Ford will go up against Jared McNeil and Raising Kane. Brian Bartle and Little Tiger will go up against Robbins and Aftershock. Gene Patterson and Snakebite will be going up against Nathan Wink and Jurassic Attack. Scott Stephens and King Crutch will be going up against Candace Jolly and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Cam McQueen and Northern Nightmare will be going up against Mike Wales and Rich Head. Dennis Anderson and the Gravedigger, also his final ride, will be going up against Guy Wood and Bulldozer. And Eric Tack and Bigfoot will be going up against Michael Vaughters and Black Stallion. There are 3 guys retiring who will be retiring from the series after this event. That is Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher. Michael Harper will pick up his ride next season, which is 2 weeks from now. Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger also retiring. He will be replaced by his son Adam. And Jim Jack and the Reptoid also retiring after this season. If the Reptoid truck after this event will never be seen again. It'll be our second Monster Truck Nation Hall of Famer. Anyways, we got two trucks will be starting off Tom Mitz and Maximum Destruction, or Goldberg rather, out of Paxton, Illinois, going up against Dan Patrick and Sampson out of Kingston, Ohio. Oh my God. Sampson Dan Patrick bringing out the old white paint scheme for this event. A little bit of a throwback if you will. All right, here we go. They're getting ready for the green light. Down the straightaway, Sampson with a commanding lead. Great turn. Goldberg trying to catch up, but it's not going to be enough. Dan Patrick and Sampson will take the win as Goldberg knocks over one of the poles at the finish line. Wow. That was a great first. What a heck of a first race. And Sampson wins our first showdown of the night. He'll be going into the second round. So Sampson goes into round 2. He survives the first test and moves on. Goldberg is eliminated. If Bigfoot, if any of the top contenders are knocked out in this event, Sampson will clinch the championship. Anyways, our second matchup is Carolina Crusher, driven by Gary Porter. That's his final ride. We'll be going up against Phil Foster in Hot Wheels. Also out of Paxton, Illinois. Gary Porter out of Wadesboro, North Carolina. Hot Wheels, a Ford body with a Chevrolet engine. And Carolina Crusher Chevrolet all the way through. Michael, your thoughts on this matchup here?
It's going to be real epic. These monster trucks are really going to do some damage. And I tip my hat to the one who's retiring. He's probably been racing all his life, and much like anyone else, he probably doesn't want to retire, but sadly, age is a tragic way of playing hooky with you. So I'm not going to dwell on it, and I wish the one who's retiring the best of luck, and may his final ride be his best.
All right, here we go. Gary Porter in its final ride in Carolina Crusher going up against Phil Foster and Hot Wheels. Here we go. Crusher with a commanding lead coming into the turn. Hot Wheels on 2 wheels. He almost goes over, but this race is far from over. He's coming back from behind, but it's not going to be enough. Carolina Crusher and Gary Porter will take the victory here.
Way to go.
Gary Porter. Another Chevrolet advances into the next round. The Carolina Crusher advances into round 2. And he's one of those guys who is battling it out for the title right now. Now who's going to be in the next 2 slots? Our next race is a Ford versus Dodge matchup. Lyle Hancock out of Barco, North Carolina, driving the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder, replaced Tony Farrell after his very untimely death. Going up against Mark Hall out of Champaign, Illinois, in the Executioner Dodge. So Michael, a great Ford versus Dodge matchup here.
You can see that again, Tom.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Executioner, Blue Thunder. Here we go. Oh, that Chrysler Hemi really putting down the horsepower. They are even if they enter the turn. Coming across, it is going to be Mark Hall, an Executioner, winning it. Mark Hall, an Executioner, takes the victory by storm. Wow. What an up. Blue Thunder was pretty much up there all year long, and he gets knocked out in the first round. Hall wins it. Hall has won this race. You have to call it an upset. Wow.
Poor guy.
Mark Hall and Executioner won. What an upset. Oh my gosh. I guarantee you Hall is going to play spoilers next season. Next up, Monster Patrol up against Thunder 4x4. Anyways, a Dodge versus Chevrolet matchup here. Paul Schaefer and Monster Patrol out of Portage, Indiana, going up against Jim Benzik out of Minnesota, driving the Thunder 4x4, a brand new truck. Beautiful piece. Chevy versus Dodge. Michael, your thoughts on this?
Somebody better call the newsreel or the Weather Channel, because I think there's been a weather report of thunder coming.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Thunder 4x4 and Monster Patrol. Here we go. Popping the wheels up off the line. Approaching 75 miles an hour going down that straightaway. This track was actually built to be fast at the beginning. Monster Patrol trying to lay down the horsepower down. Is he going to do it? Yes! Monster Patrol, 7th in points, will take the victory in this round. Into the second round. Amazing racing here. 32 trucks. This will probably be the longest live stream ever written down in my history book. And this is not the first time I had a field of a truck that an event with this many trucks. If you go back in 2014, I had a 5-part broadcast when me and my cousin Logmeister 201, before he got a YouTube account, worked on it together. So Monster Patrol advances on to round 2 and will take on Executioner in round 2. The next two, we're We're about to find out who will receive the next slot. We got a good Chevy. We got a matchup next with both Chevys. David Morris out of Springfield, Tennessee in the equalizer, going up against Ed Eckert in full bore out of Indiana. Full bore, a newcomer, and David Morris, an equalizer, who's a veteran on this circuit, will experience. Michael, do you think David Morris's experience will give him an advantage here, or is this a track where they really don't know how this is?
There's only one way to find out. To quote John Wayne from his movie Cowboys, sometimes a young one wins, sometimes the old. Young ones have more muscle, old ones got more experience. Let's see if old can beat new, or if new replaces old. We'll just have to wait and see.
All right, here we go. The newcomer up against the veteran. Here we go. Now, if they knock that turning pole, if somebody knocks that turning pole over, they will get disqualified. So they really got to use their brains coming around this turn. Whoa, Ed Eckert swings it way wide. But this is not over yet. Oh, full bore did not hit the second jump. He is disqualified. Equalizer takes the win. Wow, our first DQ of the night right here. Wow. Here's the replay. Equalizer's already clearly ahead. Ed Eckert's getting desperate. He did not get the front two wheels up the ramp, up and over the first car, coming across the second set. He's disqualified. Equalizer is your winner. Just a rookie mistake.
Hey, you gotta start off at some point.
Equalizer advances. Full bore DQ. Okay, now the next pair. We got a pair of. The truck is based out of Illinois. However, the driver is based out of Indiana. But there's two Illinois-based trucks. Kirk Dabney out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois, driving the truck created by Fred Schaefer barefoot. Going up against Neil Elliott, driving Max D for the Tom Mintz camp in Paxton, Illinois. So two rivals out of the same state here. Michael, your thoughts?
Hopefully it's a friendly rivalry. If it's a fierce rivalry, excuse me, if it's a fierce rivalry, we're going to see more than just oil and broken vehicle parts.
You're right about that. Here we go. Barefoot Max D, first round. Oh, Max D having problems down the straightaway. Barefoot with a commanding lead so far. Max D trying to catch up. Nope, he knocks over the pole. He's disqualified. Oh, Kirk Dabney thinks he now can take it easy. He's taking it easy across the second set, and he's the winner. Wow, Max D is pretty much just giving up because he knocked over the pole there, and that knocked over the pole there. Elliott saw that he was behind, but then he cut the corner too short. Pole, bam, there's the indictment. Barefoot will advance. And this is Barefoot's second appearance in this season finale. So Equalizer will take on Barefoot in round 2. Barefoot 11 in the points after a good showing in the event prior to this. All right, next up, we got 2 forwards. Both of them Midwesterners. One of them out of the Bigfoot camp, one of them out of the HPI racing camp, the Cretan camp, as I call it. Andy Brass and Wildfoot out of West Alton, Missouri, going up against Jimmy Cretan and Bounty Hunter out of Tonganoxie, Kansas. So we got a Bigfoot team truck, and this truck actually scored Bigfoot team's Bigfoot only victory this year. Michael, your thoughts on that?
That is pretty impressive.
Andy Brass, a 4-time champion in monster trucks altogether. He is not a rookie. Both of them actually veterans here. Andy Brass with a commanding lead. Can he get that turn nailed down, though? Whoa, coming off the turn, up and over the first set with him, but Brass has got his foot in it. Brass takes the win. Wow. Andy Brass looks like he might play spoilers. Wow, that was a unique race. So Wildfoot advances into round number 2.
Ford is short for first on race day.
First on race day is right. But Sampson trying to put Chevrolet on top of the monster truck pile, with Bigfoot winning the 2 previous championships in 2014 and then again in 2016. Okay, Logan, good night. Anyways, Sonic has caught up with Andy Brass. Andy, you really nailed that turn well. Did you think Bounty Hunter really nailed that turn down well? Did you think you had enough muscle? Well, I sure did. You know, we really had that straightaway. We're going really fast down that straightaway. You got to brake heavy coming into that turn, and we stayed on it all the way through the first set, all the way through the second set, and that's how we won the race. All right, Andy, good luck. Thanks. Thanks, Sonic. Appreciate that very much. As Andy Brass drives his truck back to the pits. There's 2 more Bigfoot team trucks coming up later. And boy, we got a big pile of heavy hitters coming up. Excalibur will take on Reptoid. I kind of got them mixed up a little bit, but hey, we all make mistakes, but we'll carry it through it anyway.
One of life's richest lessons.
Yeah, I meant to put Excalibur with full bore and have Equalizer race Reptoid, but we all make our mistakes. So my apologies for this, but these two have to go at it anyway. So Excalibur, the old warhorse, 1972 Chevrolet, recently put a 557 cubic inch motor in this truck. So it has a lot more horsepower than it used to have. But however, the truck is heavier and it is a leaf sprung truck. Reptoid, a more modern truck with a 572 cubic inch Chevy motor out of Milton, Florida. So a modern truck going up against an old style truck. Michael, your thoughts on this?
Another case of young versus old, and a case of old school versus new school. But they best better be careful, otherwise the body shop and shop boys are going to be pretty upset.
You're right about that. A the truck. I think there is going to be a difference in the design of the truck before this is all over. Here we go, and wow, Excalibur hanging right with him, getting some horsepower down, but this turn's gonna be key. Excalibur just bouncing around, but he actually makes the turn. It's gonna be Excalibur, the old leaf sprung truck, beating out Reptoid. Holy crap! Well, I shouldn't be surprised because Excalibur was actually the runner-up last event. Just barely edged out by Samson, but wow. But that was an upset set by the design. If you take a look at the design of both trucks right there, wow. So Excalibur will go into Equalizer's slot because that's the way it was supposed to be. And Excalibur is not a newcomer to this series by any means. That truck's been around since the start of the channel. And Equalizer will take on Wildfoot in round 2. Anyways, there are 8 more races to go and 8 more slots to be filled. It'll be another old school versus new school race coming up. Metal Militia, Todd LeDuc, going up against John Brain and Mad Dog, a truck that's been around since the start of the sport. So yeah, we got stage 3 taking on stage 1. Michael, your thoughts on this?
Something tells me this is about to get hot.
Let's see. Mad Dog's a really heavy truck. It might not leave quite as quick as the Metal Militia truck. And yes, that might be your Metal Militia has a commanding lead over John Brain. Metal Militia was first one to reach the turn. It's no contest. Metal Militia's got to take the win. Mad Dog just trying to take it easy now. Oh, he almost overdid the turn right there. Man, Mad Dog John Breen just needs to get a new design truck, needs to go over to the new design trucks. Because I don't think that design is just performing at par with the others. Metal Militia wins hands down. That escalated quickly.
A lot quickly than a cheetah on cocaine.
Metal Militia fills the 9th slot in the second round. Anyways, we are getting in the second half of the first round. It'll be another Ford versus Dodge matchup. However, neither team are factory supporting. Power Ford, driven by Chad Fortune out of Atlanta, Georgia, my home state, going up against J.R. McNeil and Raising Cane. Raising Cane, a rookie in this series. This is his first year competing. Michael, your thoughts coming into this?
Well, the power of Ford seems to be quite popular these days. Let's see which will get stuck first. Although I heard some people say the Chevy got stuck and the Ford got stuck when the Dodge showed up. But that's a song. This is real life monster trucks. Let's see what them balls can do.
All right, here we go. Ford versus Dodge. Here we go. And looks like both are even as they head down the straightaway. Through the turn, both of them to cut it pretty tight. This is going to be a close race. Power Ford takes it. Wow. That powerful. I think Chad Fortune has Carl Malone's awesome looking Power Ford dialed in for this. That was a run. So Power Ford goes on into the next round. We have 6 slots left. Next up is a pair of Chevrolets. One's an old style Chevrolet back in the 90s. The other just recent. Aftershock is not a newcomer. This is his first year in the M.T.N Monster Truck Challenge Series, but back in 2015, he competed in several events in the Thunder Drag Series, which I plan to bring back this year. So both of them are, however, Little Tiger, a veteran. He's been around since the first year of this series. However, Aftershock is just coming through the ranks. This is his second M.T.N competition. Michael, your thoughts?
Another case of sometimes the young one wins, sometimes the old. Though I have a feeling this time one of them is going to crash. It isn't by instinct or anything, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, in some races previous, Phil Foster and Hot Wheels almost went over going through the turn.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go. Brian Bartle, Little Tiger, up against the up-and-comer Bob Robbins and Aftershock. Here we go down the straightaway. They are virtually even as they go down through the mid part of the track. Coming around the turn, Aftershock having the lead. He slid that truck around nicely over the first set of cars. Cars, Little Tiger trying to play catch up, but it's not going to be enough. Just by a hair, Aftershock beats him. Wow.
Yow.
A hair. Here's the replay. Little Tiger just came on strong. However, it just simply was not enough. Little Tiger, who's been up there all year long, gets knocked out early. Bob Robbins once again proves an up-and-comer to get the job done. Proves that he can get the job done. Hey, Tails has caught up with him. Let's go down to that interview now. Bob, you really slid that truck coming around the turn. Yeah, the truck's actually set up for that. Coming around heavy braking. The track is slick coming through that corner. And if you come into that corner too hot, you'll try to roll. You'll pick up and try to roll. So we just slid that truck around that corner and kept our foot in it. Do you think that might cost you the race in the long run? I don't know yet. We're gonna keep doing that style and see what happens. All right, good luck. Thanks. Thank you, Tails, as Bob Robbins drives his truck back to the pits. Wow. This is getting more and more intense as the night goes on. Next up, we got a pair of custom style bodied trucks. However, the motors will tell the difference between them. One of them's a Bigfoot team truck, the other is not. And another difference is also the tires. Gene Patterson out of St. Louis, Missouri drives Snakebite, teammate to Bigfoot, 572 cubic inch blown Ford motor, Firestone tires. Nathan Wink in Jurassic Attack, brother of Lindsay Wink, who drives the Lucas Oil Crusader on Monster Jam circuit. 572 cubic inch blown 540 cubic inch, Chevrolet motor and a BKT tires. So a lot of competition going on here. Plus bragging rights of who is going to be the most popular custom truck or custom character design truck. Michael, your thoughts on this?
This feels like a rodeo right now because looks like we got a herd of cattle and a herd of silver, Mustangs about to break out. What do you say we let them out and see how many horses they've got?
All right, here we go. Release the hounds. Here we go. Snakebite having the lead off the line. They are virtually even as they come through the corner. Jurassic Apart spins it out. He knocks over the pole. He'll be disqualified for the night. If Snakebite can keep her straight, he's going to go on to win. Snakebite, the second Bigfoot team truck to advance to round number 2. And Jurassic Attack just flat gave up. Wow. Anyways, here's the replay. Coming around that turn. Jurassic Attack just went wide and just knocked over that pole and just knocked that pole down. So he's out. And Snakebite showed you why he is 10th in points. Wow. So the 7th slot gets taken by the Ford Snake, who will join him in the next round. We got another character design truck driven by a lady, Candace Jolly, in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, going up against the old pro Scott Stephens out of Woodlands, Texas, driving King Crunch. Michael, your thoughts on this upcoming matchup?
I think it's nice to see a lady try out this sport because these days a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a man's world. Only a man can make it through." Well, that's not true. Everyone has the opportunity and privilege to do it, and my hats are off to my hat is off to the lady driver that we have here today. Do you think she can stand up against the big boys or prove herself to the big boys? I'm looking.
We'll see. Anyways, King Crunch, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, here we go. Monster Mutt Dalmatian with the lead coming down the straightaway. The turn's gonna tell it. Both of them make that turn nicely, but Monster Mutt Dalmatian still has the lead, and the lady gets it done. King Crunch, who was in the top half of the point standings, gets knocked out. What an upset that was. So the old pro Scott Stephens will have to try again another day. Wow. Candace Jolly has, from a first round knockout a few years ago to that. And she's 24th in points. Wow.
Girl's got some spunk.
Monster Mutt Dalmatian. All right, 2 more races, 4 more slots. Or actually, wow. Next up will be Northern Nightmare up against Rich Head. Jurassic Attack DQ. So Snakebite will take on Aftershock in the second round. I forgot to add him on there. So we got 3 more slots left. Next up is a good Ford versus Chevrolet matchup coming up. A rookie in this series, Cam McQueen in Northern Nightmare, going up against Rich Head, which actually has a rookie driver in it, but the truck is not new to the circuit. Michael, your thoughts on this?
Let's hope these kids let's hope these kids studied driving. Let's hope these kids studied and graduated driving school. I don't think there's room for error here.
Yes, however, Mike Wales is a veteran in monster trucks. He had several years up in his belt before he signed up to drive the Rich Head truck. Here we go. Wales with the lead. Will experience pay off. Mike Wales does a turn and over go and into the turn into the Cam McQueen goes into the corner too hard, and he has flipped it over on his lid. Mike Wales has to finish the run and take the win. In fact, the M.T.N officials are just gonna give him the win. They're gonna go and see if Cam McQueen is okay. Wow. Mike Wales went into that turn first, but here it is. Here's the replay. Cam McQueen just going to that corner too hard. He's spinning the truck out. Then when he gets back in the throttle, he hits the pole. And when he hit that pole, it just flipped him over and put him on his lid. Wow. At least it wasn't a violent flip, but it was still a flip. Wow. Mike Wales goes into the next round.
Somebody get a crane.
Not much damage done to the Northern Nightmare, but however, the Canadian's night is done. Cam McQueen, the first Canadian driver and to perform on the circuit. Anyways, Richhead moves on.
Just goes to show muscle beats import.
And now we have 14 slots have been filled for the second round. We have 2 left. Who will be in those slots? Next up, we got 2 veterans on this circuit. Both of them have been around since the start of the series. Dennis Anderson in his final ride in Gravedigger. Yeah. Going up against Guy Wood and Bulldozer. So, Michael, your thoughts on the Gravedigger versus Bulldozer matchup?
Well, Gravedigger has always been my favorite because I like, well, technically there's a favorite before Gravedigger, but I like Gravedigger because he's colored green. One of his colors is green, and green is my favorite color. As for Bulldozer, if you've seen real life bulldozers, they are very powerful beasts. But this is a monster truck race, not a construction site. We'll just have to see if the bulldozer will bury the grave, or if the grave will kill the killer dozer.
All right, here we go. Bulldozer, the big bad bull, blowing smoke out of the nose. Both trucks are staged. Will Dennis Anderson prevail in his last ride in his creation? Here we go. Bulldozer with an early lead. Into the turn, both of them really getting it on. Gravedigger pulling ahead, coming over to the last jump, and Gravedigger will take the win. Wow, Anderson almost went over at the end of the course. But still a great race. Here's the replay. Bulldozer was ahead coming to the second jump, but Digger actually passes Bulldozer in the air. Look, he crosses the finish line first. And almost got in trouble at the end. Wow. Dennis Anderson takes the victory in Gravedigger.
Just curious, Tom, if 2 monster trucks reach the finish line, but one of them flips, does the other win by default, or does the one who crosses the line first is still declared the winner?
The one who crosses the finish line first is still the winner, and if they can get the truck, and if the truck is not too badly damaged, it can still come back.
Gotcha.
Anyways, Alex has caught up with Cam McQueen. Cam, you really had a violent flip down there. Yeah, tell me about it. I was behind. I was trying to get ahead, and I went in that corner a little too hot, and that corner just bit me. You know, I went in there too hot. Well, that's fine. That's a report from yours truly, Alex. Todd, Michael, back to y'all. Thank you, Alex. Also, Sonic has caught Dennis Anderson after his victory. Dennis, you really almost got in. You really got squirrely at the end of the after you crossed the finish line there. Yeah, the suspension's just a little too stiff. This is my last ride, you know, and I really want to put on a good show for the fans here tonight and win if I can. All right, good luck. Thanks, Sonic, for that. Anyways, last race of round one. Finally. And you know who's in it because he's second in the points. Two Fords and two Fords out of two states. Eric Tack driving the famous original monster truck, Bigfoot, out of Pacific, Missouri now, going up against Michael Waters and Black Stallion out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Michael, Ford versus Ford. What are your thoughts?
Oh, good match. I have to go with Bigfoot. He's fast. Nobody's even gotten his picture yet.
Here we go. Bigfoot, Black Stallion. Here we go. Bigfoot taking on Black Stallion. Bigfoot got a big lead. Coming into the turn, Eric Tack makes it perfect. Over the first set. Oh, it's no contest. Up and over the second set, Bigfoot takes the victory. Michael Waters just trying to finish the run, and he does that perfect. But Bigfoot is the winner. So Bigfoot trying to turn his luck around this season, and he could mathematically win this championship. So all four trucks are in. Trucks contending for the title advance into round two. Anyways, a good old buddy of mine, Tails, has caught up with Eric Tack before he got into the pits. Eric, you really put on a really strong run. Is the Bigfoot running where it's supposed to be now? I hope so. Because we're second in points, and we really do not want to, and we really want to be, and we really want to still be up there at the top. All right, good luck. Thanks. Thank you, Tails. Anyways, we're about to start round two now. We started with 32. Now we have cut the field in half. Yeah, in half. Matchups. Number one in points, Sampson going up against Sampson, our point leader, going up against Carolina Crusher, who's number 3 in points. If Sampson defeats Gary Porter, then he will and advances into the quarterfinals, which is the 3rd round. Sampson will be one step closer to clinching the title. Then it'll be Executioner up against Monster Patrol, Excalibur going up against Barefoot, Wildfoot up against Equalizer, Metal Militia up against Power Forward, Snakebite versus Aftershock, Monster Mutt Dalmatian versus Rich Head, and Gravedigger going up against Barefoot. We're going to take a 1-minute intermission because I got to have a glass of water. So we'll be back in just a moment. Michael, please stay in the call.
You got it.
I got a glass of Dr. Pepper, but still, the point is I needed a drink.
It's always good to have a drink.
My throat was getting dry. That's the reason why I did this. Anyways, camera coming back on. Anyways, welcome back. We're back. All right. So we started out with 32 trucks. Now we have cut that field down to 16. And before my voice got raspy, I reviewed the second round matchups. And if you didn't hear me quite clearly, here are they again. Sampson, our point leader coming into this event, will take on number 3 in points, Carolina Crusher, who's trying to catch in a good run before he retires. Sampson trying to win a championship. So that's going to be a kind of a fierce rivalry going into that race. Executioner will go up against Monster Patrol. And I've tried to bring the best monster trucks in the world, and I did, but there's going to be a lot of implications going into this one also because you got Dodge against Dodge. Wow. Excalibur going up against Barefoot. Excalibur has so far been the only leaf-sprung truck to even get past the first round. How about them apples?
I love apples, especially crisp apple pie.
Wildfoot up against Equalizer. That's going to be a good Ford versus Chevy matchup there. Metal Militia up against Power Ford. Snakebite up against Aftershock. That's going to be another great Ford versus Chevy matchup there. formation, the only female in the going up against Mike Wills and Rich Head. And then at the end of the round, we got probably the biggest rivalry in this series and probably in this sport. Guess what that is?
A recipe for a good match.
It's between two very distinctive trucks.
Gravedigger and Bigfoot.
Yes, you're exactly right. We got that coming at the end of round 2.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I may need to go to the bathroom.
Anyways, we'll start round 2 with the pair of bow tie Chevrolets. Dan Patrick out of Kingston, Ohio, and Sampson, who's trying to win a championship. Gary Porter in Carolina Crusher, also trying to win the championship and wants to do that before he retires. However, what do you think, Michael, coming in this event?
It's gonna be close. It just depends on the driver. We'll have to see who crosses the line first.
Both very experienced drivers, both of them driving Chevrolets. Here we go. Sampson with a little bit of a lead down the straightaway. It's all going to be in the turn. If Gary Porter can nail down a good turn, he pretty much got it made. But it's going to be close. And it's going to be Sampson, Dan Patrick, who will move on to the next round. And Carolina Crusher was 3rd in points, too. Wow.
Yowza.
So Carolina Crusher is out of it. Carolina Crusher no longer eligible to win the championship. And Sampson will advance into the quarterfinals, by the way. And before we do catch on that, Sonica has caught up with him. Dan, you really running this truck hard. Are you desperate to win this championship? Oh, I certainly am. I've never won a championship in my career, and this is a nice opportunity for me to do so. All right, good luck. Thanks. Sampson really. Dan Patrick with this old body style and this old paint job was really hoping that this throwback can help him have some good luck. Anyways, next up, both two trucks out of the Midwest, both are the best in the world, but Dodge against Dodge. All right, Michael, your thoughts. Dodge versus Dodge.
What's the difference? They're both the same.
Both of them Dodge Rams coming into this matchup. Whoever wins this will advance into the quarterfinals and take on Sampson. Here we go. Mark Hall still trying to play spoilers. But here comes Paul Schaefer. He made an excellent turn. Paul Schaefer having the lead, but Mark Hall once again puts that Dodge horsepower down in no man's land and takes the victory. Wow. Executioner is factory backed by Dodge. Or should I say factory supported? But Executioner, the big Dodge event, will advance. Next up, oh boy. I think the winner's going to be determined by the design of the trucks on this one. Charlie Pauken and Excalibur. The old leaf sprung truck. Been around since the start of the series, running with it. Going up against Kirk Dabney and Barefoot. Michael, your thoughts coming into this?
Oh, it's going to be close. Let's see what these boys have packing under those hoods.
I think the winner is going to be determined by the design of the trucks on this one. But I digress. But Excalibur's known for running hard, so I digress. But we'll see. Here we go. Green light. Excalibur looked like he might be pulling ahead, but the turn going to be key. He's going around. Barefoot makes the turn. But here comes Excalibur coming back. Just not enough. Barefoot takes the victory. Wow. Wow. That was a close one right there. But if Excalibur hadn't landed on the cars and bounced, he probably would have won it. But Barefoot takes the victory there. So Kirk Dabney advances another round.
Better luck next time, Barefoot.
Or Excalibur.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
And hey, Tails has caught up with Kirk. Kirk, you really are running this Barefoot truck hard. Do you think you have the feel for this Barefoot? I don't know. This big Dodge is running good. Fred's running the truck, running his on Chevrolets, on Chevy bodies and motors, but this Dodge has been good to me, and hopefully I can participate in the Thunder Drag series, the next Thunder Drag series season. All right, good luck. Thanks. And in the Thunder Drag series back in 2015, Kirk Dabney actually was the main driver for Barefoot in that series. He really wants to drive Barefoot in the upcoming Thunder Drag series season next, which will be starting next week. Anyways, Barefoot advances into the quarterfinals. Who will join him? Will it be Wildfoot or Equalizer? And these two trucks have faced each other before, way back in the day. So big rival trucks here. Andy Brass and Wildfoot going up against David Morrison, the Equalizer. And if I remember correctly, it was in the four-wheel and off-road jamboree circuit in 1993, where Andy Brass faced off against David Morrison, the Equalizer, and pulled a wheelie all the way across the track and ended up winning the race against the Equalizer. Michael, your thoughts?
I saw that and it was pretty impressive. I wonder if he'll do that wheelie stunt today. I hope he does. Maybe it'll give him good luck.
Let's see. At Wildfoot Equalizer, and whoa, Andy Brass pops the wheels right off the line, halfway down the straightaway. Equalizer may be coming back from behind, but that forward horsepower really. But Andy Brass putting that forward horsepower down, and Wildfoot will take the victory. However, it was a good run for the Equalizer, but not enough to defeat Andy Brass in the Wildfoot machine. So Andy Brass takes the win and advances, and we're halfway through round 2. Anyways, more round 2 action coming up as after I get a drink and a bathroom break. Michael, please stay on the line. However, you are allowed to briefly go to the bathroom as we go off air for just a moment.
Thank you. Today's Monster Truck, today's Monster Trucks National Event 5 is brought to you today by Tonka. If you're looking for equipment to be powerful, if you're looking for equipment to rescue people, if you're looking for equipment to build a new site, if you're rough, if you're tough, then Tonka's got the stuff. You got a big job to do? Tonka has the trucks that do it all, just like the big boys. Rough and tough. Tonka's got the stuff. Disclaimer, that was just a parody. No copyright anything is intended.
Okay, here we go. Welcome back to Monster Truck Nation. We are halfway through round number 2. Four races, 8 trucks in this particular round. Michael, your thoughts coming into the second round?
Well, the first round was exciting, and so is this. And the second round, I'm just pumped to see who's going on. Though, if you ask me personally, I think one monster truck has got it in the bag. Hint, hint, Bigfoot. Hint, hint, Bigfoot. But we'll just have to wait and see. One of the rookie drivers could make it, or one of the veterans could enter this race and take it all. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
And don't forget, Dan Patrick and Sampson, the points leader coming into this event.
Gotcha.
Anyways, we got for the second. Anyways, we got Metal Militia going up against Power Ford up next. So a Ford versus Ford matchup. 2 trucks, 2 Fords. Michael, your thoughts on this matchup?
Ooh, it's going to be a close one. One of them could beat the other, or the other could beat the other, or it could be a time, or it could be a time tied, or tied up, or something.
Here we go. Todd with Duke in his first ever year in this series. But anyways, here we go. Power Ford with the commanding lead. This is Chad Fortune's sophomore year. Experience under the belt, but both of them almost wipe it out coming off the corner. And coming up and over the cars is going to be Chad Fortune and Power Ford taking the victory by a truck length. He won it by a truck length. Chad Fortune and Carl Mones. Power Ford wins it. So Power Ford, a little more points going under his belt, under his points. Power Ford will have more points if this event ended now, but it's far from over. We still got the quarterfinals and then the semifinals and then the Monster Smash finals after this second round. Power Ford will advance into that quarterfinal.
Folks, this is amazing.
Anyways, Snake Bite will go up against Aftershock next. Snake Bite, who's been on tour with us ever since the start, and Bob Robbins and Aftershock, who, like I said earlier, is an up-and-comer. He's been coming up through the ranks and everything. Michael, your thoughts on this Ford versus Chevy matchup?
Oh, it's going to be a tough one. One hand tells me it's going to be Aftershock, but knowing a well-designed monster truck, I think my money is on Snakebite.
All right, here we go. Snakebite, a teammate to Bigfoot, versus the Aftershock. A lot of stress on his shoulders coming around, but that turn's going to be key. The key Snakebite has the upper hand coming off the corner. We got Aftershock having problems. He is in trouble. Crashing hard. Oh, and we got Aftershock crashing hard. Ripping the body off and everything. Aftershock. Oh my gosh. Snakebite gets the win, but the main story is Bob Robbins and Aftershock. He has crashed that truck hard. Oh my gosh.
Is there a first aid student or a doctor in the house?
Emergency crews are there on the scene. He's out. Bob Robbins is okay. Wow. What a crash. I didn't ever see. But I did not see. I haven't seen one this bad in years. Wow. I don't think we ever had a major crash. crashed since it crashed last year, but this year, wow. Aftershock, a violent crash.
That crash was definitely unexpected. You could say the driver definitely got an aftershock. Yes, that's a terrible pun. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, Alex has caught up to Bob Robbins. Bob, you okay? Yeah. What happened? Bowling bar broke. That's the story, guys. Back to you. Well, thank you, Alex. That's all we needed to know. A broken four-link bar is what caused Bob Robbins' accident. Wow.
Wow is the word for it.
Anyways, next up, a 1951 Mercury going up against a 2000 Chevrolet Rich Head and Dalmatian. Monster Mutt Dalmatian, to be exact. And it's also bragging rights. Female versus male. It's everything on the line in this second round race. Mike Wells up against Candace Jolly. Let's see what happens here. Both of them are even coming down the straight. Mike Wells making a good turn, but Candace Jolly made a better turn. Actually, she made the best turn we've seen yet, and that's going to enable her to win. Mike Wells ran strong, but I don't know if there was anything that he could do with Candace Jolly. She just had a lot of motor coming through no man's land. Man, that lady has got some motor underneath the hood of that Mercury. Wow.
Let's make sure security keeps out that evil, ugly monster Gorilla DeVille from getting that Dalmatian.
Well, if we were going to... Oh, my gosh. Well, here's the showdown. If we were going to sell tickets tonight, Michael, I believe we were going to pack the house just for this one race. I never thought we'd see this. I never thought we'd see this season. Gravedigger against Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, veteran versus a veteran versus a champion. This is just like that race between Doc Hudson, or no, not Doc, the King, Chick Hicks, and Lightning McQueen. The legend, the runner-up, and the rookie are in this case Bigfoot, the legend, and Gravedigger, the runner-up. 2 trucks, 1 champion.
Anyways, Bigfoot second in points, Gravedigger fourth in points. Let's see how this pans out. And here we go. Bigfoot with just an edge. Here they come into the turn. They got to go over 2 jumps. And now it's down to 2 trucks for the championship. Gravedigger is out.
Go Bigfoot! Bigfoot, the muscle machine, is big, bad, dirty, and mean.
So
For
now
those
we're down to two trucks contending for the championship coming into the quarterfinals. If Sampson gets knocked out in this round, Bigfoot will be champion. If Bigfoot gets knocked out in this round, in this upcoming round, Sampson will be champion. However, if both advance into the semifinals, it's still going to be a battle. Anyways, here how the quarterfinals are going to wind up. We started out with 32. Now we've chopped that down to 16, and now we have chopped that down to 8. Samson will take on Excalibur. Barefoot will take on Wildfoot. Power Ford will take on Snakebite, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian will take on Bigfoot. Michael, your thoughts?
Oh, this is getting very exciting. It's been quite a battle trying to get up to this point. Now we have a lot of legendary names and great winners coming into one round. Who will be the champion? Like some people say, they'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, and the champion is probably not going to be determined until the final point standings video comes out, which hopefully will be a few hours after this. But anyways, here we go. I think the winner is going to be the design of the trucks here. Sam, I cannot believe Excalibur came this far. Or should I say Executioner? I'm sorry.
You've been playing Soul Calibur again, haven't you?
Yep. I need to check that. Excalibur was defeated. It's Executioner. What am I thinking? Gosh. Well, because maybe my brain's not up to 20 cylinders tonight. Excuse my apologies, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, that one Steve Harvey moment recreated on a live stream.
Yep. Anyways, Chevy versus Dodge. Anyways, Executioner going up against Sampson. Sampson trying to win a championship. Mark Hall and Executioner trying to play spoilers. Michael, your thoughts?
It's going to be close. Let's see what these two have pack.
All right, here we go. Dodge versus again. Both of them Hemi-powered trucks. And both of them virtually even as they come down the straightaway. Sampson made a better turn than Executioner did. That's going to enable him to win. Sampson advances into the semifinals. Oh my gosh! Can you believe it? This is the championship event, and Sampson's in the semis. Sampson, one of the top independents in the sport, really getting a handle down. Really getting a handle down. Townsend's caught up with Dan Patrick. Dan, you're in the semifinals. Yeah, real. Yeah. Your thoughts coming out. Your thoughts against the run against Executioner. Well, the truck felt kind of tight coming when I hit the brakes. The RPMs didn't want to come up, but I put the floor in it, and I can't be any happier than myself and you couldn't find a happier guy than myself and my crew. We're in the semifinals. All right, good luck. Thanks. Thank you, Tails. As Dan Patrick takes his truck back to the pits. Wow. Anyways, the Battle of the Feet is coming up. Barefoot and Wildfoot are going to prepare to step all over each other here, Michael.
I know, it's so intense.
Wildfoot, one of the 3 trucks out of the Bigfoot stable in this event, going up against Kurt Dabney, who is subbing for Fred Schaefer and Barefoot. Ford against Dodge. Both of them big rival trucks. It's all on the line here, Michael.
Yes, it is.
Here we go. Andy Brass looks like he's got the edge. Let's see how he does in the turn. He nails that turn down pretty nicely. He's got a comfortable lead. Up and over the second jump. He's in the semis.
Whoa!
Wow. So Wildfoot is in the semifinals. All right, we got 4 drivers and we got 2 slots.
Oh boy.
Coming in to finish off for the semifinals. Who will advance into the final 4? Who will be the third to advance into the final 4? Will it be Power Ford out of Atlanta, Georgia? Will it be Chad Fortune out of Atlanta, Georgia, driving Carl Malone's awesome-looking Power Ford? Or Gene Patterson driving Bob Chandler's awesome Snake Bite?
It looks like it's going to be a tiebreaker. This could end one way or the other.
Yep, you're exactly right, Michael. Here we go. Ford against Ford. Oh, the Snake Bite, something flew out of the truck. Power Ford looks like he might have the upper hand here. Snake Bite's just in 2-wheel drive. It looks like, and it's going to be Power Ford advancing into the final 4. Snake Bite, Gene Patterson's just trying to finish the run. And he will, but wow. He lost the front drive shaft. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Let's go to the Sonics caught up to Gene Patterson to see what that was all about. Gene, what happened? It looks like you lost your drive shaft. That's because we did. Coming down that straightaway. I think we had it in backwards when I was pressing the throttle. It was just shearing it off. Wow. Tom, Michael, back to you.
Thanks, Sonic.
Wow. That was unexpected. That was what an unexpected turn of events. Oh my gosh. Right now.
Also, will the driver of license plate number G27784Z please come to the front office? You left your headlights on.
What?
No joke. Our producer just said that someone in the parking lot just left his lights on and they're calling them to the front office to please ask them kindly to turn them off.
Okay. Anyways, last race of the quarterfinals, Monster Mutt Dalmatian going up against Bigfoot. Michael, your thoughts?
Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Here we have a lovely lady who's showing her worth, but now she's going up against the legend. Bigfoot hasn't lost a race in over a century, and he's held the Guinness record of the monster truck races since monster truck first started, and no one's beaten him. This is going to be quite a faith decider.
Now a lot of guys have beaten Bigfoot several times in the past, but those were just such rare occasions.
Hell yeah, there's always those. Excuse me.
Anyways, Bigfoot, Monster Mutt Dalmatian quarterfinals. Both of them virtually dead even coming down the straightaway. This turn's going to decide it. Oh man, Candace Jolly went way wide. That's going to cost her. Bigfoot advances into the semis. So, yes, we still have a championship battle going on. Anyways, was that defeats Executioner. Wildfoot defeated Barefoot. Power 4 defeated Snakebite after Snakebite lost a drive shaft. And Bigfoot won against the lady in the field after she just made that mistake. Everybody makes mistakes every now and then.
Yeah, they should take what they did wrong and use it as a lesson to know what not to do next time. Build up your experience to make yourself a better driver.
Anyways, we'll be back in a sec. I have to take another restroom break and get another drink.
I'll be around, hey. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to use the restroom yourselves, you may go ahead. Though if you're feeling hungry or thirsty, please stop by our snack bar and pick up your favorite food. Today we have popcorn with extra butter. We have hot dogs with extra mustard. We have French fries. You can get them dunked in ketchup. Pretzel covered in hot cheese. And for drinks, we have soft drinks. We have water. We apologize to certain ones, but this particular monster truck rally does not include beer. If you are in any possession of beer, you may be allowed to drink it, but please drink responsibly, be careful, and if you're too drunk, please designate a driver to drive you home. Drink and drive responsibility. No. Drink responsibly and drive smart. That's our PSA for now. Back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right, here we go.
I'm here.
Welcome back to Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Challenge Series. We are in the semi-final round, which means we started out with 32. Then in the second round, we cut that down to 16. Then in the quarterfinals, we cut that down to 8. And now we're down to 4. That's right, 4 trucks. Samson will go up against, it's basically Samson and Power Ford up against the Bigfoot team. That's all it is. Now, if Andy Brass knocks Dan Patrick out, Bigfoot will claim the title.
Whoa!
If Power Ford knocks Bigfoot out, Samson will claim the title. However, if they advance to the finals, it's going to come down to the wire. And I can tell you right now, both these guys are about to go all out. Ford versus Chevrolet. We got 3 Fords and a Chevrolet in the final 4. Here's the Ford versus Chevy matchup coming up right now. Dan Patrick and Samson, who is trying to win a championship. Chip, he was the points leader coming into this event. Andy Brass wants to pretty much, although he's probably doing it for himself, might actually do Bigfoot a favor here if Dan Patrick if Andy Brass is to knock Samson out. Michael, your thoughts?
Well, they better listen to the Pork Chop Express and take his advice on a dark and stormy night. If some wild-eyed 8-foot creep taps you up against the back of your favorite ballroom wall and he asks you if you pay your dues, you just stare that big sucker right back in the eye and just remember what truck driver Jack Burton says on a time like that. Have these 2 paid their dues? Let's see which one's check is in the mail first.
All right, here we go. Samson, Wildfoot, semi-final round. Whoever wins this advances into the Monster Smash Finals. Sampson off the exploding off the line. But Andy Brass right there with him not too far behind as they make that turn. They are virtually dead even as they exit the first set. Sampson just a tad bit ahead. Sampson is going to have a shot at the championship.
Wow.
Have a shot at it. He is going to the Monster Smash final in basically the World Finals of M.T.N.
Better luck next time, Wildfoot. Still love your wheelie.
Wow. Sampson is going to the championship round in the championship event. Next up is the other semifinal round. Power forward up against Bigfoot. If Bigfoot gets knocked out, Sampson just claims the championship. Michael, your thoughts?
Well, we both got two good drivers here, and they both have good trucks. They have almost the same specs, tires, and somewhat almost identical engines. To quote you from a few races ago, Tom, I think it's going to be I think it's the design of the truck that'll determine the winner.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Bigfoot, power forward. Here we go. Both of them 98 Fords as they explode off the line. Eric Tech has a commanding lead down the straightaway. Each has had a lot more speed. Coming up and over the first set, power forward trying him, but he's not going to be able to catch him. This is going to come down to the wire. Bigfoot and Sampson, the top two in the point standings, battling for the championship. Both of them are in the Monster Smash finals, but it's more than just that. If you saw the point standings at the beginning of the broadcast, then you'll know that this is for the championship. Anyways, Alex caught up with both drivers in preparation for this championship round. Dan, Eric, you're in the Monster Smash finals in the season finale. What are y'all gonna do? We're both gonna go all out. Eric's a tough competitor, and I highly respect him, but it's all come down to this. Dan better watch out because I'm going to be going all out. Thanks, Alex. Well, Michael, let's have Michael, let the show begin. It's time to crown the 2017 Monster Truck Challenge Series champion.
If you folks out in the stands need to go to the bathroom, now would be the wrong time.
You're right about that. Chevrolet versus Ford. Points championship on the line. It's full. Not only these are two big rival trucks, it's Ford versus Chevy. Everything's on the line here. Michael, your thoughts?
Oh, this is definitely going to be a tough one. Let's let the trucks roll on out and let's see what determines.
All right, here we go. Samson, Bigfoot for the championship, for the M.T.N. Monster Truck Nation Championship. Both of them dead even as they roar down the straightaway. Here they come through turn. Both of them laid down good turns. There are turns. This is going to come down to the wire. Samson pulling ahead. Oh, I don't know. Impossible to determine by the naked eye. Oh my gosh, that was close.
Very close.
Samson actually beat Bigfoot to the last jump. Look, he went over it first.
Ooh, wow.
Less than a tire length. 2/1000ths of a second. Samson has beaten Bigfoot. Samson is the 2017 Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Challenge Series champion. He's done it. He's done it.
Well done, Samson. You did great.
Oh my gosh. Tells us that catch up to Dan Patrick now. Dan, you've won the championship and you've won the race. Your thoughts? Man, this is an awesome opportunity. It came at the right time and the right circumstances. I'm proud of it, of everything that I've done all this year, and winning the championship just takes the cake. I cannot tell you how happy I am right now. That just about wraps it up. Tom, Michael, back to you guys.
Thank you, Dales.
Well, oh my goodness. What a terrific battle this was. Samson is probably going to win the chip. If my points calculations are right, Samson is probably going to win the championship. But we must also give a hand to Eric Tack and Bigfoot here. He put on a whale of a show. In fact, all 32 of these trucks put on a whale of a show. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
Way to go. You deserve a big round of applause.
Oh my gosh, this is probably the longest live stream I've ever done since last year. And it was probably the best with 32 trucks, and it came down to the top two contending for the title. And oh my gosh. Anyways, this is pretty much going to wrap up. Great crowd on hand. Look at it right there in the background over there. Anyways, to the trucks, the drivers, Sonic, Tails, Alex, Michael, Trayman 3985, and to you, the fans, I am TomTodd774. Please stay tuned for the final point standings update for this season coming up later today. That's pretty much going to be the only video that will be posted today on January 17th where I live. Joining us for an awesome Truck. Thanks for being with us. Pretty much the championship event for Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Series. See y'all later, folks. Have a good evening.